Welcome to the Google Drive Learning Series. This video is all about Google Drive applications and how you can use those applications within your Drive. So when you're in your Drive, if you go to New, we're going to start working with some of the applications. So the first thing we're going to do is Google Docs. Google Docs is very much like Microsoft Word or anything else that lets you type. Notice here to the left that we have a blue icon. So that blue icon, anytime you see it, denotes that it's a Google Doc. So when you go back in your Drive and you see those blue like paper icons, those are created from Google Docs. So let's make a new Google Doc. And we're going to talk about how to create, how to edit, how to, do things in Google Docs. The first thing we want to do is name our document. So if I want to make a math vocabulary, we'll do an area notes. So this is going to be about area. We're going to do notes about area. I also may want to title my paper or page here. And as I title my page, we can use some of these editing tools at the top. So if I want my paper bigger, I can use the zoom and make my sheet bigger or smaller, however you want it. You can always go to fit or usually 90% is about where it starts off, so you can really see the paper. Next, I can use my font and my font size to, change the way things are written. So I'm going to write math vocabulary, and you also may have some words that will pop up. If you have like vocabulary here, if you press the tab button, it will automatically put vocabulary there. Area notes. There we go. Now maybe I want to make this bigger, so I'm going to highlight it, and then I can come up to the font size and make it bigger. There we go. And I also may want to center it on my page, so I can use these justification editing tools. So if I click center, it puts it in the middle of the page. Now, I may want to do some other things like underline it. If I underline it, make sure it's highlighted. I can also bold it or italicize it, and then you can unclick them to turn them back to the way that they were. So let's underline these, and then I can also change the color of my font. So maybe I want to make math blue because maybe math is in my blue folder. You can do that as well. So let me go back to, and I'm going to change my font so that I can see things. All right, so if you're writing notes, something useful for you would be to make a chart. So if you go to Insert and then Table, it's going to allow you to create a table. And if you want, these are the columns and these are the rows. And you can add rows and columns in your table after it's created, or you can go ahead and create a table that you know you're going to have to use. So let's say I'm going to have 4 by 4, and then I can put titles like the word, and then maybe a definition, and then maybe a picture, and then maybe a video on what it is. I can also highlight these, use my justification here. I can center those all at the same time. So if I have a word like triangle, I see that I still have the underline on, so I can click that, get it off. So triangle. All right, so definition, I can go and write the definition, a triangle. Oops, and we're probably going to have to do that for all of them. So if you notice that in your chart that all of them keep being underlined, you can highlight it and click underline again, and it'll take all of it off. You're going to write your definition here. Okay. If you want to put a picture in, you can go to Insert and you can go to Image. So this is going to allow you to upload from your computer or your drive. So if you already have a picture in your Google Drive, you can upload that. Or you can search the web. So if I search the web and I put triangle, I can find a picture of a triangle. This looks like a good one. I know that not all triangles are the same, but as long as your cursor is in that box, the picture will go there once you click Insert. If I want to put in a video, like an instructional video about triangles, I can also go up to Insert, and I can, maybe not here. So I'll show you how to do the videos in just a second. Okay, so note that I don't have any kind of like media. I only have the image up here. So if I wanted to upload or insert some kind of video or a link or something of things that I found from the internet that I want to go back and reference or use, I could always go and find it on the web. And if I wanted to use this, I would click on the URL and copy it. So you can do that by Control or Command C. Then go back here and type in area video, highlight it, and you're going to hyperlink it. So insert link and paste it, or Control V, and apply. So now whenever you're in there, in this notes section, if you click on this, it's going to take you directly to that video on finding the area of a triangle. So now that we have gotten through some of the important features of Google Docs, let's go to Google Draw. Google Draw is one of my favorite tools in Google Drive. So if I go to New and go to More and go to Google Drawings, I'm going to find this. So this is a blank Google Draw. You can do all kind of things with Google Draw, like add text boxes, you can add images, you can add shapes, lots and lots of different things. But one of the things I want to show you with Google Draw will help you with the assignments that you have in Canvas. So let's say that you have an assignment like this in your Canvas course, where you're supposed to do an assignment, but you don't have a way to edit it. So this Pascal's triangle here, they want you to fill it in, complete it, and turn it in. Well, unless you print it, you can't really do anything because you don't have a PDF editor. This is a PDF. They didn't think this out very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and on a Mac you do Command-Shift-4, or you can take a screenshot on your Chromebook. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then what I'm going to do is in my Google Draw, I'm going to upload that image. So I'm going to upload from my computer because I took a screenshot. It's on the desktop. There it is. I'm going to click Open, and now that image is on my paper. So what I can do is make sure that you are using it in the check boxes or checkered boxes, because that's your workspace. All of the gray area here is if you publish it or if you save it, it's not going to show any of that. So now I can use this T here and create text boxes. So if I press this, I can create something here, and then I can write in it. And I can complete my Pascal's triangle. Now, even with these text boxes, if I don't want to have to come up here and create a new text box every time, if I know that all of the side ones are going to be one, I can come in and copy it and then paste it. Then I can use the boxes and the arrows to resize it, and then I can just move it so that it fits. Isn't that cool? I can also do things like I can add other images, or if I wanted to write my name on it, I can add a text box, and you can type your name, and then you can type the date or your teacher, whatever you want to do. You can draw lines, and you're going to see that you still have all the editing tools here that you had on Google Docs. Make sure, again, very important, that you name these. So this is Pascal's triangle. And once I do that, it's saved in my drive. If you want to turn this in, if you are trying to turn this in Canvas, like here, you're probably going to see something that says upload assignment or submit assignment. If you go to File and Download, you can download it as a PDF, and then you can, it's going to be called Pascal's Triangle PDF, and then you can search your computer and submit it. So that's an easy way to not have to print everything and use Google Drawing, but I use Google Drawing for all kinds of things. You can make posters, you can make, let's just go back to my drive and see. So I made like a Bitmoji staff picture here, and again, drawing is the red with the red square with the square and the circle on the inside. You can do all kinds of things, posters. You can make buttons and flyers and sorts. You can do all kinds of things with Google Drawing. Similarly, we have Google Slides. So if you've used PowerPoint or anything like that, Google Slides is very similar. It's just in Google. So it opens up a slide presentation, and you can come over here and pick the theme that you want. I'll show you how to get real fancy here in just a minute. But you just click in here and add it. If you wanted to do some kind of vocabulary project, and then you can type your name. And if you want to add slides, you come up to the left, click New Slide. If you click the drop down box, it's going to give you options of different layouts. So maybe you want 2 columns, or if you are going to just want the word here, and you can move them by clicking and dragging. So if I have area, then my next slide could be area, and then I can put pictures and all kind of different things in here. Oops, don't want that. I want from the web. So maybe I can add these, add this picture, and that can be my picture for area. Now if you want something deleted, you click it so that all the boxes are blue and highlighted, and then you just press delete. If you want to resize something, then you click on the image and get this top box, top square, and then you can drag it and click it and hold it. If you need to flip something around, you can click this top here and flip it around. See that it turns it. Lots of different things. If you don't like the themes here and you want some cool free themes for slides, you can go to Slides Carnival or Slidesmania. .com. Slidesmania is also a really good one, and they will give you lots and lots of different really pretty and cool presentation templates that you can use that go in your drive. Also, we have, well, make sure, of course, make sure that you name your your project. All the editing tools are the same.